Hello and welcome back to Factorio Space Exploration and Krastorio 2. So last time we did get a couple of these energy science packs ones, and today we are gonna keep working on circuits, because our highest priority right now should probably be making the starter base as redundant as possible. And now I need to sneeze. 2 seconds. As soon as I start recording, my body is like, yeah, maybe you need to sneeze a bit. Gonna make sure that we have a bit more of these modules here. Probably don't need more of the efficiency modules, because fuck that. Let's take this and put that in there. And let's go up to circuits and see how we're doing there. Because I want to do at least advanced circuits here as well. Probably not gonna do processing units, I think. So this whole build will do about 5,000 per minute. And that's gonna cost us 6,480 copper. Let me see how much that is right now. So a red belt is 30 times 60. So that's 1,800. So 6,480 split on 1,800 would be 3.6 belts. So 6.5k is gonna give us 5.357. Let's take a couple of these. I do have them. Like so. Let's do this. We don't really have enough modules for this, but whatever. So it's basically this times 4. So it's gonna be the same consumption, but we're gonna get about 350 per minute more for the same resources. Not a huge increase by any means, but we're gonna take that. Okay. Now let's look at advanced circuits here. So the first thing that we're gonna need to do is make something for electronic components. Now, electronic components are slightly annoying. And I think we'll get quite a lot of them. Like this. And this already is 600 per minute. And this is gonna eat not too much, but a decent amount of silicon. Now, silicon we're making over here, which is pretty much a direct stone into sand, into quartz, into silicon, right? Silicon is it's actually used for quite a lot of different things. We need to have that to make solar panels as well. Okay. This doesn't technically eat that much. But this is what we need to make a full belt of sand, basically. Okay. And then we can put this into here. I don't even know how I'm gonna do this. I think we're gonna do... Can I not just do this then? Whatever, dude. Yeah, we don't. We don't have that. We're gonna go offshore pump. Gonna put that here. Gonna put that here. Boop, boop, and boop. Hopefully these will actually show up soon here. Oh, this is very unfortunate. Obviously. I wish I could take another one of these out from this, but can't really right now. Can we construct this maybe? Should be on the way. It should be on the way, right? Okay. So if we don't care at all, this is pretty much a full belt, yeah? And then this ain't gonna be enough. Which is what it is. Okay. Then we'll do a little substation here. Little substation here. We'll do this. We'll take this out. And we'll take some stone from here. Very ineffective, I know, but what can I do right now? You're gonna eat a pretty decent amount of that. Put that there. Here. Here. Do that. Take this. Put that here. This is about half of what we can do. But this is still like 1200. Okay. Your biggest consumer is gonna be plastic. Okay. We'll do that. And then we'll do that. Perfect. There we go. No. No, bro. I'm actually retarded. That's unfortunate. Well. Okay. Well, we forgot a very important step here. Which is this. There we go. It's fine. And how much can you eat? Oh, you can gobble up way more than a full belt, so we're just gonna do this. that there. See if we can get this running. Just need a couple of bots to actually want to go here. Now, we need plastic and glass to come in here. So this is gonna be request plastic. And this is gonna be plastic. This is gonna be glass. Glass. In 64K. So how are we doing with copper anyway? Kinda okay, I guess. Would want a little bit more, but we just want to really wait for these, I guess. Okay. So that goes in there. Then we have plastic and glass. So we'll have that there. Okay. Perfect. This is immediately going to go in here. Get converted. We have to get plastic in here somehow. Plastic comes out here. Plastic goes up here, like so. You had a glass delivery recently. So you refilled this, I guess. I can respect that. So glass comes out here then. There we go. That should be electronic components. which I will just send here. And here. Boom. Yeah, they're really, really anxious to get into my base, yeah? Which is unfortunate. They're picking up a lot of these. Gonna wait until this is constructed, so be right back. And we're back. Okay. So we do have glass. We do have plastic. We do have silicon. So with all this, we're gonna be making a decent amount of electronic components. And they will go into this nice warehouse. We've already stacked up a bunch, because I went AFK for a little bit. Now, let's take a look at the next step, which is going to be the advanced circuits. Now, advanced circuits, they need the electronic circuits, they need the electronic components, and they need copper cable. Now, if we assume that the basis for this build is going to be this. We're gonna do, I think, this, yeah? So I think 2 lanes, pretty reasonable. I think we're gonna need a couple of substations here. We're just gonna put those there. It's fine. Okay, we're gonna have to dump these things in here. Perfect. Did we just put in other modules? You know, we did. Fringe. Well, whatever. Okay. So we're gonna take these. We're gonna do advanced circuits like this, I think. Let's see if we can get the modules in here so I can see exactly what we're looking at. Because I want to see how many of these we can support in one like this. Okay, perfect. Let's move this up too, so that it actually covers everything, yeah? You guys are still working on that. We've still only done 11 of that. If we look at orbit here, we are still missing. Is it significant data still? I think so. You're missing the insight. And you're missing the polarization data. Which is this. Wait. Oh, this is normal scrap. Oh, okay. I made mistake. Okay. Well, that makes sense. I've never made any mistakes before, so it's a good first time, right? So I'm thinking. We'll solve something for the copper cable here. They are on the way, but we are getting kind of far away from the main base, which is why this is getting a little bit annoying at this point. Let's get rid of this cliff while we wait. I mean, to be honest, we could probably do advanced circuits here as well, right? If we put another loading station here, you know, like this. We're probably gonna have a lot of room for this, yeah? Because advanced circuits, they don't really take that much. Oh, but we'd need another one. Okay. Let's not do that then. Okay. Let's just save this for this build. We will do processing units somewhere else. It's fine. It is fine. Okay. So, this one build will consume a ton of green circuits, actually. I don't think we can do more than 2. I don't think we can do more than 2 of this. So we'll put that there. We'll put that there. Then we're gonna need we're gonna need 2 belts of red circuits out here. This is the downside of this. But it's kind of fine. We're taking it out on this side here. Like so. So we would do, let's say we would do this, this. It's fine. Okay. That's fine. Take that there. Take this here. Now we're gonna need the copper and the electronic components. So electronic components, I'm gonna just steal from this side, yeah? Do this. Then we'll do this, actually. This is not very pretty, but it kinda works. Okay. Now we need to manufacture the copper wire, which, as we know, is going to be 960 per lane. So I'm not sure if we can do this. Cable. Oh, this is 300 per minute. Just not even remotely enough. This is 780. Oi, oi, oi. Not enjoying that. Okay, that's not even enough with that. Okay. I see how it is. Okay. So these two belts are gonna need to be smack full. They're gonna need to be completely full. This is 1200. Okay. This is more than enough. You are really struggling with this. That's very unfortunate. Well, I'm just gonna put that there. It's fine. We're not struggling with space right now, so whatever, dude. So what I'm gonna do here is not great. I don't know how much we'll need for this. Okay, this is not a Not exactly a full belt, yeah. There we go. With that said, we then take this out. We smack that in there. We smack this in here. There we go. That needs to go all the way. That needs to go all the way as well. You are going to passive provider green. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. That's gonna be it. We have a ton of these already. 41k to be more exact. Not really struggling with electronic components anymore. Not a huge fan of this setup, but we'll leave it for now. Wait, you don't have those modules, really? What happened to this then? Here we just gobbled up the entire vulcanite block thing that we had. Okay. Well, this is now going, which is great. This is gonna take some time. This here should, in theory, almost take a whole belt. But its inserter capped right now. But that works out pretty decently for us, I think. I would like this to work faster, though. This ain't really cutting it. How much sand can you eat? Pretty much a full belt. Okay. And this is gonna make about 1000, and you can consume way more than that. So the question is, can we make this go full wise the amount? Because then I think we do this. And then we do this. Take this out. Send that in there. Now we're gonna have to make do with some shenanigans. Okay. That wasn't so bad. That will actually eat a lot of this. You're also gonna drink almost 4k water. So we're gonna have to add a couple of these. Oh wait, is this per minute? It's per minute. So no. Okay. I'm stupid. We don't need this. That's fine. You're just gonna eat the normal amount of water. It's okay. Because if we can get more electronic components through here, although this is only gonna eat about 1900 per minute, but still, I really do want to fill that up completely, right? It's fine. I just need to wait for this very slow bot to get here and do its thing. And we have arrived to put some ammo here. We're even clearing out some of these nests, I think. Although the biters are, again, after being cleared, getting kinda unfriendly. Okay, can we get this now so I can see that this is genuinely working the way I want it to? So you're gonna make a full belt of sand. And you two are gonna almost get there. Yeah, I mean, it's okay. I would also probably like to do this here. Completely unnecessary to have this splitter here, but whatever. You're gonna make a ton of silicon. Eventually, I think I would probably want to make a specific build for this, but we just don't have the room for that yet. Okay. Now, electronic components will be going quite hard. Quite hard. I don't know how much we can fit in here. Pretty decent amount. A train is probably going to be 32k. This is 64k. That's okay. Copper is the main issue right now. I think it's actually copper smelting. You can eat 3.8k. You can make 3.5. This can transport 45. It's 2,700, right? Yep. So this is 1.7. We did do something here, yeah. We added another one and just did this. Which is fine. That's a okay-ish solution to this problem. Okay, that's mega in the way. We'll put that there. I think that's gonna be there, you know? Blue belt, water, the sulfuric acid, water. That goes in there, that goes there, and this goes there. This goes here. You jump. This then goes in there. Without this, you know? No. Okay, we don't do this. We don't do this. Or we do this. Okay. But we swap these belts around, yeah? That's gonna go in there. You will swap this around to do that. Okay. Perfect. That's gonna solve the issue, I think. So we've been hard stuck here doing 3.8 thousand plates per minute. And as we can see, that's not enough. We might have to revisit copper smelting very soon. So the next step is doing this here. Unfortunately, I'm fairly sure that copper ingots, or molten copper specifically, does require pyroflux. And we are not having any pyroflux at all right now. What's pyroflux mining, or sorry, vulcanite mining capped by? This is a good question. Is it just crafting speed at this point? It's copper. Okay. If we had more copper, we would do more of this. That's the takeaway that I have from that. Hopefully this is gonna solve that. With no, like, weird things going on. Okay, let's see. It's starting to run now. I mean, it's not gonna be able to eat 2 full belts, but we should be able to max this out, maybe. Big maybe. Because this here... No, wait, no, that's not. We need to upgrade that to blue belt. Did we do that here? No, we did not. Because this is gonna be able to eat almost 6,000 per minute. Okay. That's weird. I guess I'm banking on this not eating all of it, and there's gonna be copper trickling down here. I would be inclined to just send some upgrades on this belt. Like so. I don't even know if we have enough blue belt. We'll have it eventually. This should now be mega capped. At almost a 2 full belt. So now we're doing 5.4k instead of 3.8. That's a big improvement to copper. That's a big improvement. I mean, next step would be either full send more blue belts, which is inconvenient AF, or researching advanced transport belt, which would be material science. This is not super difficult to make. Why is this purple though? Then it's blue. Okay. No, whatever, dude. Oh, it's used in this. Okay, I'm stupid. But this would be 60 items, and this would be 90 items. This obviously very, very expensive belt to make. So we can still double belt speed. But that's gonna take a lot of effort. Unfortunately. That still has a lot. Okay. Okay, cool. So it's probably most likely gonna go up here first, right? Once this is actually full. I'm hoping that you go up here. Otherwise, we're gonna have a very big... Okay, yeah, you are going up there. Nice. That's very, very nice. And you should be able to full send this. You might need to upgrade the copper loading. We'll see how much you can fill it up before this train gets back. This is not a super long distance to travel. Then we're full sending copper in here. It's 32k of copper just flooding in here. It's the only thing that we need for this to wake up again. Everything else is full. I mean, even this warehouse is getting really, really full. Okay. So this is almost half empty. Which means that this here... Okay, that's 7k. I don't think we're gonna hit full train capacity from one trip. But it should be fairly close at this point. It should be fairly close. How are we doing on ammo? We are still full sending this. 1, 2, 3. 3 on that side. 1 on the... We have 4, 5 ammo stations out of everything. That's still open. You can see it here. We have 5 out of 1, 2. 16. So we are pretty full on ammo at this point. Pretty full. Okay. Well, can you unload faster, my guy? Upgrading these stations will be a priority later. Okay, so you're halfway. You're halfway. Then it leaves. This has obviously gobbled up half of this already. And it's gonna keep eating so much of that for a long time. So the train is arriving back and we have 20k in here. Okay, not bad, not bad. I feel like we can keep this up if the copper ore train is full, which it is. So that should be working really well for now. Okay, so I think that's going to be the end of this episode. We've managed to do advanced circuits, electronic components, and we have made an effort to improve copper production as well. So next time, I think we're going to try to tackle processing units. Now, the problem with processing units is we actually don't have this. We're not smelting these anywhere, which is a problem. So either we build some smelting maybe here and put it in a station immediately so that we can, you know, get it somewhere. Not sure where that would be. I haven't picked a location for it yet. But, yeah. Power is doing quite well. This is not full. I would like it to be, but it's not. Quite far from that. You're gonna steal copper from this. That's gonna be a very long waltz for you. That's gonna be the next copper delivery, I think. Why they're not going here and they're opting to go up here? I guess the distance is a bit closer here. Whatever, dude. Okay, so it's almost... We're almost at the point where we can full send another train as soon as it loads. Okay, and pollution is doing very well. Okay, anyway, I'm getting mega distracted. If you like this content, consider subscribing to my channel. And as always, thank you so much for watching and have a really, really nice day.